Hi everyone, in this video I want to go over this article that explains every class family of the Arduino hardware. I did this for the Raspberry Pi earlier and somebody asked if I can do it for the Arduino, so here it is. The first thing that is mentioned here is kits, and those are not just a single Arduino. These are more like a full kit with sensors, some other component. Think of them as like a get started kit, and those are just nice if you just want to learn and get started in the Arduino because you get everything in the kit that help you get started. But let's not focus on these kits because you can build one yourself if you have the main component, which is the Arduino. These are some examples of these kits that we're talking about, and you can buy these on Amazon or different websites or even the Arduino website, which I will link in the description of this video, and I will also leave a link to this article. But the first family we want to talk about here is the Nano family. And before I talk about this Nano family, I think I'm going to jump down here and I'm going to skip this. We have also the MKR family. I'm going to skip this for a second. And I'm going to go to the one that you know the most, which is going to be, I believe it's called the Classic family. So here it is. The Classic family, this is the one we really know. This is the most famous. In my opinion, they should have put this first in this article, but that's okay. But this is the one we know. This is the main Arduino, the Arduino Uno R3. This is probably the most famous and it's very cheap. You can buy this anywhere. Again, I will leave a couple links in the description. This is the newer one, which is the Arduino Uno R4 Wi-Fi. It's similar, but it has this LED screen and it also comes with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. There are also other versions. Now, let's go back up to the Nano family. And the way I can explain the Nano family, and let me scroll back up here. The way I explain this is similar to the Classic family, but just in a smaller form factor. Less GPIO, obviously less computing power, but it's also cheaper, less power consumption, and they also come with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Depends on which version are you buying. So these are the Nano family. They're just similar to the Classic, but think of them as a smaller version of the Classic. Now I want to scroll all the way down. I'm going to skip this for a second. I'm going to scroll all the way down past this Classic family, which is again, this is the normal, the one that we really know, and it's the most famous probably. Let's go down here to the Mega family. And just like the Nano, which is smaller, more simplified version of the Classic family, this is the opposite. This is more like larger, bigger, more computing power, and more GPIO. So you can see here more computing power and more GPIO pins. So if you need something for like a bigger project with more pins, more computing power, this is the choice you're probably going to make. The Arduino Mega here is very famous one as well. Now, to kind of wrap this up, and I will, of course, I'm not going to read everything here on this article. I'll let you do that yourself. The last piece we will talk about here is these expansion boards or shields, as they call them. And over here, they are called the MKR family. This is more of an expansion, or you can think of them as Shield. They are based on the ARM Cortex M0 32-bit design. They are a low power processor, and you can see here the MKR family shields and carriers are designed to extend the functions of the board, such as environmental sensors, GPS, Ethernet, motor control, and RGB matrix. These are some of the examples of the boards, and also we have some shields here. Not to mention that they're all programmable using the Arduino IDE, and you can use the simplified version of C++. That's the main way of coding for these microcontroller. So I hope this helps explain it or break it down. If you're just new here and if you want to get started with Arduino, maybe you can buy an Arduino Nano. They're usually very cheap, or stick with the Arduino Uno. I also ask you to click like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video.